Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Well, it is a very cool and windy October day here in northern Arizona. Look at that back there. Isn't that pretty? Well, we are up here. There's Sarah back there. Hey, Sarah. We are up here at Glitter Mountain. Glitter Mountain is a fee dig operation and kind of an interesting one at that. We'll talk about that here in a minute. And we're going to be doing some selenite collecting. It is absolutely shooting fish in a barrel. And this is their big opening weekend. So this is kind of what makes Glitter Mountain special, is that you can access this place year-round. It is on public land, and you can pay. Typically there's like a QR code here that you can scan, or you can Venmo them. Okay, so you can come here, not when it's their big opening weekend, which like I said, we'll talk about their big opening weekend, and come here and do some collecting of this stuff right here, the selenite. Now the selenite here is interesting. As you can see, we are very, well, it's more transparent than a lot of localities. There's selenite all over. Southern Utah has tons and tons of selenite. However, it's kind of a more silvery, opaque, I don't know, yeah, it's more silvery and more opaque. It's not this very clear stuff. And this is what I was talking about, and how that varies, hey Sarah, from a lot of other selenite localities. This stuff is like, it's like glass. It's like glass. And on their big opening weekend, they dig out this pit, and we have access to the much bigger veins that you don't typically have access to out here when you come out. That's like the saddest mining action. Yeah, no, I mean, it's super cool selenite. It's super cool stuff. Like, that's great. So this kind of shows one of the cool aspects of this stuff, is that we can have just books and books and books and books of it. This piece has a little bent as I pried it out, but like, yeah, no, it's very cool. What do you got? I mean, it's hard, like, when something is everywhere, it's like, what do you look at? That's a good point. Oh, wow. Well, what I was thinking is, we have all these vertical, like, standing books of it. I think I could get in there and pop them out, but I'm just breaking them. I'm just bending them and breaking them. Yeah, I don't know if I would... That would take a lot of work to beat working in this hole. But that is nice that these are vertical like that. Let's see what else you grabbed. Oh, that's kind of interesting.
Looks like a laser gun.
My piece that I was working on here just exploded into a million little pieces.
It's moving.
Yeah.
Is it going to move as one piece or just shatter?
We'll find out. Oh, this stuff is so hard to get out. I'd like to, all of those books want to separate, you know? So I can separate, but...
It's like you got to score where you want it to come out or it just breaks.
Wait, actually stay here for 1 second. Come here real quick. Wait, guys. Sorry, I'd like you to take our camera.
Too long. That's what you got out of all that?
No, it was down there.
This is what we collected. I can't wait to get this stuff all cleaned up. Pretty happy with some of it. It's kind of interesting, and maybe we'll do some comparison between this selenite and some of the selenite that I've collected at different locations, and we can kind of see the contrast between the two. We are back from Glitter Mountain, and I have an assortment of stuff here that I cleaned up, and I think is a good representation of the material that can be found there. Sarah, what was your takeaway from going to Glitter Mountain?
It kind of was pretty much as I expected it to be. You just kind of pick it up and it's everywhere and it's very clear.
I liked it. So this selenite, obviously you can see here how transparent it is. I mean, that is like water,
Yeah.
water clear. So I have a couple of other pieces of selenite that are more common. Like this is the type of selenite that you might find in kind of like a kitschy, touristy rock shop. These kind of like cylinders that are made overseas, or more local selenite. And you can kind of really see here. So we're about the same thickness, okay? But one is obviously more silver, more opaque, has more gypsum and other minerals mixed into it, and really there's a lot out there that just looks like this, and it's a kind of a stark contrast really to look at the two side by side, right? Like they're both the same thing essentially. Glitter Mountain is not a place for rockhounds like us, I think. Now, it is shooting fish in a barrel. I did do some work, but it was also a very busy time there. I had a hard time filming. Obviously, I'm not the main character, and I don't want to film other people and film people's kids and things like that. So that was a little challenging for me. But overall, I am quite pleased with it. I mean, even a very thick piece like that, you can kind of see my hand moving behind it. I do think what we collected, which was a 2-gallon bucket, and it cost $40 here on their like big opening weekend, was quite worth it, and I'm quite happy with what we found. I would definitely recommend showing up there quite early because, well, it became very, very busy.
Very busy. It's a very family-friendly activity, and there was a lot of families.
So, yeah, it's interesting. I don't know how much selenite one person needs. I will be giving away a large portion of the selenite that we collected over on Patreon during our monthly giveaways. So if you're interested in that, head on over to Patreon and you can sign up over there because, yeah, I mean, this stuff's pretty cool. I don't know of many other localities outside of Glitter Mountain where you get selenite of this level of clarity. If you know of any, I would love to hear about it. But yeah, quite cool to see in person.
It was so abundant that we could have just filled a bucket in like 5 minutes. So we definitely walked around trying to find, is there something that's different or more special? And not to my eyes. I mean, there was some a little bit different, like that's
So
not got a curve to it.
yeah, so this stuff is so soft that you can bend it, which is kind of cool. So to have a couple of good bent pieces, have some water clear places.
This one has the
chevron.
yeah.
Yeah, getting some pieces with a chevron, a couple of, big chunky pieces is pretty nice and pretty simple. The road was quite good. There's people driving like Teslas in there, right? So even a
Priuses.
yeah, even a little two-wheel drive car can make it, provided you
Drive slow.
yeah, don't floor it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I can't get over it. Like, it's so not what we're used to with rocks and minerals to see stuff that is water clear like this. I mean, yeah, okay, quartz crystals, but like outside of the quartz crystal realm, you don't get things like that. So, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely go check them out. There will be links down below to all of their social media. Facebook's probably the best place, but they also, I think, post stuff on Instagram and all that. Any last words, Sarah?
No, it's good. Very quick. Took longer to drive out there than to collect, I think. So if anybody's in St. George,
Go check it out.
yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody.